Good morning, guys. So today is 18th of July and it's almost 11 minutes past 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Sorry, I was busy with some other story for FX Street on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So please go and follow. Please go to twtlearning.com, and then if you go to About, then you will find at the bottom of the page you will find my link to investing.com and fxstreet.com. This article should come within an hour. I will share it on Twitter. Okay, guys. So one of the key development which has happened overnight is that Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller made his strongest call yet for a rate cut in July, as he again argued that any inflation from tariffs would be temporary, underscoring a divide within the central bank. So that is one. Okay. Let's see what happens. Then we have 830, so building permits 1.4 million, 1.40 million, which is fine, which is good. Housing starts 1.32 million, which is also stronger housing market. Then we have preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiments, and then consumer inflation expectation at 10 a.m. So there will be some volatility in the market around 9:45 to 9:55 a.m. Let's see what is happening on the investment side. So what is happening on the news side? Okay, futures higher, Netflix earning, Michigan sentiments ahead. Okay, that's moving the market at the moment. Futures are higher, Netflix earnings, Michigan sentiment report, Fed's Waller on rates, which I just read it. Bitcoin higher, US Congress passes the key crypto bill, right? But I think Bitcoin is not that high. Let me see, where is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin has come to 119K. Yeah. It was 120, now it's 119. A few minutes back, I've seen it 118.5K. Okay, so that's there. Let's straight go and shoot into what is the market probability map suggesting. Thank you very much for following, guys. Thank you very much for following me on Twitter. If you are not, please do follow, like, subscribe, and do follow me on YouTube. It will encourage me to produce more and more stuff. So what I have changed from this week is the probability map, which I used to do it on Sunday. Now, from going forward, I'll be doing it on Friday. That was a suggestion from a number of my followers. So it gives you an edge to see what is happening in the market. So looking at what we have for today, for Dow, we have for Dow Jones, we have 69% probability of going higher, 66% on S&P, and Nasdaq is 69%. So that means it's going to be a very good bullish day. So we need to keep an eye on it. TWT Learning, just to give you an idea, TWT Learning provides some financial market education research to identify high probability investing and trading setups, long term, medium term, so long term 6 months and higher, medium term between 3 months and higher, short term from 1 week to 3 months. So those types of trade ideas, high probability trade setup we share. We train on options, what option flows, and futures market. So also provide financial advisory if you are looking to get your portfolio or want to discuss your portfolio. That's what I do. Okay, please follow us. At the moment, we are available on website, twtlearning.com. You can send an email to admin@twtlearning.com or twtlearning.com and contact us. Twitter and YouTube. So kindly follow and subscribe on Twitter and YouTube. Like it and spread among your contacts. So this is the green day for today. Now, what is happening early next week? So I have just put the next week as well. So Monday has been historically weekday. Yeah, Monday has been historically 21st of July has been a bearish day, and then we have mixed, and then we have two bullish days. So it's not as this. The coming week is not as stronger as what we have seen this week, right? So let's go and let's see what the futures are doing. Futures are actually making a higher high. So if you see, futures are making a higher high. Let me go here. Okay, so let me change the color. Okay, so let me change the color of some maybe down because I was working on the news. So right, the futures are making higher highs, and everything goes well. It can hit the upper boundary, which is around 23,877. We are right at the moment, 23,266. So still the market is controlled by the directional control is with the bulls. Similar story with MES futures, S&P futures going higher. We have broken the previous all-time high, so we are into the uncharted territory. Now let's look at QQQ. QQQ, as long as it holds 561, we have more room on the upside. We go below 561, then we can come down to about 557. 557, 558. SPY, we broke through this channel, and it looks like that SPY is still in the mood to go higher. So let's see this. Sorry, my colors are trend line color. Let me change it to white. Yeah. So this is the trend line. So basically, as long as it goes along this trend line, we're going further higher. There was some spike again, as I mentioned yesterday, that there was some spike in the volatility, but volatility is again dying down. So it's slowing. Okay, let's see. Okay, when it comes to Tesla did go a little higher to 224.65 before it going down. So I will keep an eye on this trend line. If Tesla manages to hold 320 on the downside, we are almost 21, 319, I would say. Then we have room to go higher. Right, so NVDA, this is 4-hourly chart. NVIDIA is finding some resistance, but I still believe there could be a push to 174, 175 before it comes down. Right, advanced micro devices, AMD is finding some resistance around 160, which is basically a psychological barrier as well. Alphabet, Google is going higher. It's almost 185. AVGO is stuck around 286. It did go higher from the last time, but what we discussed. Apple, as I mentioned, is a sleeping giant. It can wake up anytime. Microsoft, 507, 512. And then Amazon actually is trading along this trend line. So Amazon, if it manages to break 225 to 25.5 today, then we might see a good rally in Amazon. Right, let's go and see gold. Gold is range trade, right? Where it comes to light crude, again, it's above 66. and 69. So 66, 69 is the range. And then we have US dollar index, DXY, 99 is the key. It is below 99. So probably it can hit 90, as long as 97.80 holds, there is a possibility of going back to 99. 10-year yields are basically at 4.42, same range trade. Let's look at the Bitcoin. So in the case of Bitcoin, what has happened is Bitcoin is facing flat resistance around, a horizontal resistance around this point. So whichever side it breaks. So if it breaks 120, 121K, then it is going higher. If it breaks on the downside, if it breaks 118 on the downside, 117 on the downside, 117K on the downside, then we're coming down. So that's all for now, guys. Have a wonderful day, and then we will get in touch. Okay. So have a wonderful weekend, and then we'll get in touch.